my. That's a fish. Are you kidding me? There's one. There's a fish. What a pig. This is what we were after, folks. How freaking cool is that? Behemoth. See you later, bud. Boom, baby. Well, folks, I tell you what, part one, chasing panfish with a little grub, absolutely freaking awesome. Honestly, if you want to come out here and just catch panfish, you could literally catch hundreds of fish in one day. If you have the right bait and it's the right time of year, it is literally fish after fish. It's just crazy, folks. Absolutely crazy. This is now officially part two. Probably gonna have to make a second video, so this will be most likely a new video. And we are strolling along, bypassing the rocks. We're done with those. We're gonna try to jump into some of these smaller channels and look for pike and bass. I know they're in here. There's a ton of pike in here. On my bigger casting combo, I'm gonna do a spoon in that perch color. It just seems to work. That perch color really reflects well off that stained water. On that second combo, folks, we're gonna do a Savage Gear glide bait. This glide bait is awesome. It's a slow sink, and I think it's 4 inches, maybe 5 inches. Not very big, but it moves really well in the water. It's got that nice little S move to it, so when you throw it up around a tree or a rock and you just kind of hop it along, it looks just like a dying fish. Nice little channel right here, but I see a couple people fishing it, so we'll bypass it and we'll hit the next one. We'll probably go under the bridge and just work the banks all the way down that main channel and just give her heck, man. I do hope the sun comes out a little bit. It was hot when the sun's out, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Can you guys see that? Oh my gosh. There he is. Oh man. Oh, you knew there had to be something right there. Looks like it kind of opened up back here a little bit. Sure, there's a couple pike hanging out. We've had a few strikes already on this little Savage Gear. Sweet little glide bait for the price. Not super big, but big enough where it'll probably entice just about anything that swims. Oh, that was a big old pikey pike. You swiped at it. That's the problem with these pike, man. They're so aggressive. There he is. Well, they're so aggressive that half the time they swipe at it, they seem to just freaking miss it totally. But you're like, oh, okay. You want it, but you won't eat it? You can't get it? Come on, man. It can be frustrating sometimes, I'll tell you what. There's one. We knew it had to get hooked sooner or later. Yeah, boy. In the boat. In the boat. He's off. Ah. Thanks for playing, bud. You little gator. What's that old saying? See you later, alligator? Here we go. Perfect. The glide action on that thing is just wild, man. I have to give Savage Gear some major props. I've bought Savage Gear baits before in the past and they've been absolute garbage, and it seems like they're really picking up I don't know what they're doing actually. I don't know if they just hired new people or they just changed their focus on what they were doing, but the baits that they're making nowadays, man, oh my goodness gracious. Well, let's go back here a little bit. See what's crack-a-lacking in this shallow flat. Let's see if we get that little glide bait up in that shoreline there. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This is a giant. Oh, that's a giant. First freaking cast, man. That is a monster. Oh goodness. Please heavens, do not break me off. And I don't have my net either. So this is just going to be something else, I'll tell you what. Oh my gosh, what a pig. What a pig. This is what we were after, folks. He's barely hooked. He's barely hooked. He's barely hooked. He's barely hooked. Oh. I can't get him. I can't get him. He is a freaking giant. Oh, dude, come on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Boom, baby. We gotta get a weight on this one. You guys see that? 6'6", folks. Behemoth. Holy freaking cow, man. That is a beast. I knew that was gonna happen. That's all right. She is out of here. I was just trying to get a quick shot and she's gone, man, but that is okay. Wow. Over the last year or so, really, I've been trying to dial in a pike bite. And I'll tell you what, it's not very often that I can find a pike that big. Not long, it wasn't a super long one, but almost 7 pounds. I mean, that is a huge pike, especially for where we are, what we're doing. It's rare for me to find pike that big out here in the backwaters. I'm just stunned, I'm shocked. Of all places, a place that I've never been back here before. It's like literally a foot deep, covered in moss. That is why we freaking do it, man. That is why we do it. This little guy here, that Savage Gear glide bait, tossed it right up along the bank, and as soon as it hit the water, that pike said, "Hello, good morning." That was cool. Let's see if he comes back for it. Shot out from underneath that moss right there and freaking swiped it. Oh, he's right there, he's right there. Oh, I think he saw me. Dude, this little spot is awesome. I hardly ever go up into these channels, and man, I'm starting to talk to myself and ask myself why. Why was I not going up in these channels earlier? Oh my gosh! Oh! Did you guys see that? Let's do this again. Oh my gosh. That thing was a freaking monster. Oh, my heart is racing. Can we get 2 Mondo pike in one day? Let's try that little spoon real quick. I doubt this will get anything to bite, but worth a shot. Oh, that's a fish. That's not the giant, but that is a fish. Nope, it was a fish. Ah. I'll tell you, for every 1 pike I've gotten in the boat, I've probably had another 2 or 3 on that just they end up popping off. Oh my! There we go. Hey bud. Hey bud. How you didn't eat that swim bait when I threw it over there 10 times, I don't know, but here we are. He absolutely choked it. That's all right. We got it out. Not big, but still fun. Whew. Well, we're in the main channel now. We're kind of working our way back up, kind of where we started. We have a few more spots that I would like to hit before we head back to the truck. The good thing about the backwaters is there are pike in every corner of this place, so really, no matter where you go, you're gonna find at least one or two hanging out. Oh, that's a fish. That's a fish on the drop. Feels like a bass. Nope, it's a little pikey pike. Trying to figure out all this wind, and little buddy decided to hit it right on the fall. Thanks for playing, dude. Giant largemouth. Giant largemouth. That's a fish. Are you kidding me? Instant. I hit the water and that was all she wrote. I don't think this is, oh my gosh, that's a big bass. Big bass. Big largie. Oh, get in here, I'm on my net. Oh. Oh my gosh. How freaking cool is that? That is awesome. See you later, bud. There's a fish. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Dude, that is awesome. Get in the boats. What a nice fish, man. It's got to bleed pretty bad, so we're gonna let him go. I think he's fine. It's just the hook. There you go. He's off. Woo. There's one. Ah. Stay down, bud. Another decent one, man. I will take it. Hook comes right out. See you later, bud. Folks, we are just putting the freaking beat down on these fish. Oh man, it's so much fun. The way those pike, and the bigger bass too, but mostly the pike, the way those pike hit the bait, it's just such a weird feeling. It's hard to even describe how they thump it sometimes. It's just like, what is this? And then you set the hook and you're on. There is no breaks with the pikey pike. To be totally honest, I was gonna go farther down, but there's a boat in front of me. Those guys were fishing pretty hard, working the banks, and I didn't want to be that guy that, you know, got in their way and made their day crappy. So I figured I'd turn around and just work this back up, and then we'll hit the next spot on the way back to the truck. Something just swiped at it. Did you guys see that? Yeah. There you go. You swiped at it the first time, and the second time he was hooked, man. Sort of. I guess he technically kind of wasn't because he came off, but we got ourselves another channel right here in front of us. Probably a little too shallow at this point to float down, but a couple of months ago, probably would have been fire. Absolutely fire. Let's go in here just a little bit with that glide bait. See if anyone is home. Oh. Oh, that scared me. That scared me. About jumped out of the water for that guy. Yep. See See you later, bud.